right, Shalom. We're the Hebrew Israelites. We come in week and week out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, also known as the United Snakes of America. All right, soon to be on fire, if you will. All right, to wake up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, Speckled Bird. All right, get you to repent, acknowledge your offense, pray for forgiveness, and get back in order. All right, the ordinances of the Bible. All right, first and foremost, and as always, all praise is due to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us His truth. And shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. All right, so I'm going to speak a few words about a situation that happened yesterday. I was kind of confused when it happened. I didn't react one way or the other. I reacted the way that I did. Apparently that's what the Spirit was on me to do at the time. And now I understand that I missed an opportunity, and I want to say Salakia to everybody, because apparently I still have growing to do. As old as I am and as wise as I purport to be, I still have growing to do. And it was with me all night, coming all the way back up. I'm like, am I going to speak on that tomorrow at the camp? And I was like, no, I'm not going to speak on it. I'm just going to keep it moving and go around it and not say anything. So as I was on my way to camp today, I take this specific route. And I couldn't help, because I took that route, I couldn't help. I passed by the place where this incident took place, and I'm going to explain it here in a minute. And as I passed by, it brought that whole thing up again. And then on my way here, I do this little drive, it occurred to me that what I should have did, all right? And I didn't do it, so I'm going to say Salakia right now. And right now I'm going to explain the situation, all right, that happened. So I got done yesterday. I closed the camp, and then I drive by, you know, pretty much the way that when I come here, I drive here, I go back the same way, right? And what I do is I drive by the stage, which is right over here. And so yesterday when I pulled out, I looked down and I see the brother Isaac Mawath doing what he does. He's out there relentlessly, you know, and shalom to that brother. And he was right there in place. And then I hit the corner and I go down right across from the stage. I see the brother Dawada. And I'm like, well, who's that? Somebody's out with a sign. And he was there with another brother. And I kind of just froze up. And I looked at him. I don't know if he recognized me. I had this little thing on. And it's been years since we saw each other. So anyway, there was a situation with all of us, right? And I understand the situation now, because there was a different party, I understand, was basically sowing discord among the brethren, right? And it resulted in a split, if you will, and words were exchanged, and you know, it wound up bad. It actually wound up with me getting kicked out of GMS, right? Because of the situation. And I understand now, after 10 years, whatever it has been, I understand that's exactly what the Most High wanted. That's the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. I'm being tested, and you know, you get out there and you push the word and you keep it moving. Now, I've struggled really hard with this situation, you know, trying to be mature, trying to, you know, move forward, forgive your brother 70, 77 times, okay? Do what the scripture tells you to do. So, when I drove by and I saw the brother, my first reaction was say hi, salute the brother or whatever. But I know from then that there's ill feelings. I don't know if we've grown. I've tried to grow and mature in this thing, but that situation still rubs me a little raw. So what I did was I kept it moving. I didn't wave, I didn't stop. I didn't do what I should have done. And so I'm going to say Salakia to the brother Dawada. Okay? I don't know what would have happened if I would have went. What I should have did as a grown-ass man, right? I understand that now. Just now, rounding the corner, I'm like, oh, it was on me. It was on me to be a grown, mature man in this truth and walk up to the brother, salute him, no matter what his reaction would have been. Salute him in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and then offer an apology for whatever happened, because really it was a misunderstanding, you know. And I have to accept my role and my part didn't happen on its own. Whatever happened, I have to, you know, accept responsibility for whatever it was that I did, okay? And I'm not perfect, and, you know, this isn't a game, right? However anybody else feels about it, I know what I have to do according to what the scriptures say, okay? And I'm rambling, I'm talking. I'll probably get one precept, but I should have stepped out. I should have saluted the brother, no matter how it would have went down. And I should explain to him, hey, I found out, you know, or if I was allowed to speak or whatever, and said what I had to say like a man, and that would have been it. I should have did that. I didn't do it. I realize now that I should have, and Salakia, I have, you know, I have growing to do, and you know, it is what it is. So if you see this, Salakia, I should have, you know, explained that, you know, we were basically divided. Somebody was sowing discord, right, and that was outside of the four, right? And because it occurred to me as I hit the corner, I'm like, I'm over here, one brother's over here, and then of the four, there's three of us here, you know, and I'm like, what is that? And the Most High doesn't make mistakes, right? I'm like, well, what is going on? And then it occurred to me that I was supposed to step up, salute, apologize, and, you know, do that. I should have did that for me so that I could let go of the situation. I failed on my opportunity. I don't know. Apparently I'm still struggling to move forward. And again, I apologize to everybody involved. I pray for you. And, you know, that's what it is. So, Salakia, to all the brothers involved, Zion, Dawada, Azamawaf, okay, and Yakal, all right. Salakia, forgive me, and I'm gonna try to, you know, do what I can to move forward. And I mean, all you could do is grow in this truth, which means to mature. And it should have been me, because I should know better, being the elder statesman, you know. I should know better. And I got some growing to do, so call halal Yahweh Shemi Hawashai. Help me with that. I'm going to pray that, you know, I can grow. So Salakia. All right, so, well, let me get one. Get a scripture. Bear with me for a minute. This is, this is Matthew 18. And see, again, this is for me because I'm bound, you know, by the scriptures, and I fear the Most High. So, you know, I should have did things completely differently, and I didn't. And so, Salakia, this is Matthew 18. Where is it? I'll just read 22, all right? Start at 21. Matthew 18 and 21. Then Salakia. Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me, and I forgive him? Till 7 times? Now, it's not about who did what to who. This is the point. Yahushua saith unto him, I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 70 times 7. Okay? So, I should have, you know, if I've grown in this thing like I claim to have, I should have, I know now what I should have did. And, if the opportunity arises, then I'll do things differently, because I fear the Most High, and this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So, Salakia again. All right, so with that, we're going to go to Jeremiah 10. All right? The reason for the camp season. All right, let's get that. And I'm sure anybody out doing camp today or sit down is going to bring this out. All right. Jeremiah 10 and 1. This came out the other day. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. All right. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. All right? Basically, don't keep those customs, right? Don't keep those wicked First of all, look into what you're celebrating, right? When you wake up and find out that you're an Israelite, which people are doing in droves right now, right? You're supposed to say, well, what customs do the Israelites keep, right? And right here, you're being told not to keep the customs of the other people, but, you know, basically stay in your lane, right? We got Hanukkah. 8 days are better than 1. Jeremiah 10 and 3, for the customs of the people are vain. They're worthless. They're for naught. Okay, why? Because you're basically worshiping Satan, any way you look at it, right? You're sacrificing to the opposition, the adversary, all right? And you've been deceived into doing that. The whole Santa Claus coming down the chimney thing, all right, is a deception that starts when you're a child, when you're most vulnerable. They get you early and get you to accept, something that's patently not true. Ain't no nigga coming down a chimney, right? But it's about the deception. It's like programming you to accept lies, okay? It's a program, like a computer program. Garbage in, garbage out. Now, you're all jacked up. You're like and then, at whatever age, 9, 10, 11, sometimes later, then they tell you, oh, well, it's not really true. Well, what do you mean it's not? Then the Tooth Fairy, and then the Easter Bunny, and all of this shit that's not true, but at one point in time you believed it and got a certain sense of excitement out of it, and that spirit is of Satan, is of the devil, right? So you're basically being indoctrinated into Satanism before you can even speak. Because as a child, you were getting gifts and you couldn't wait for that time of year to come around. And that's natural for a child, right? But as you grow, right, going back to what I spoke on at the beginning of camp, you're supposed to mature and stop speaking as a child. Stop moving as a child, all right, in this thing, all right? When they tell you that there ain't Yahushua wasn't born on the 25th of December, you're supposed to look into that, study, and show yourself approved, and, let go of these things. Come out of her, my people. Come out of Babylon. For the customs of the people are vain, for one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold, they fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good. All right, so there it is right there. That's Christmas. And some nigga, I forget who it was, I think it was One Body. I think it was One Body. That's not talking about Christmas. Say Jeremiah 10 is not talking about Christmas. That's plain. Okay? It's completely plain that that's talking about Christmas. All right? And it's talking about all these wicked ass holidays, but if you can't put two and two together and understand that that's pretty much specifically talking about Christmas, right, then you have received a bag. Either you received a bag or you received the bug. You got bugged out. Okay? Either you got bagged out or you got bugged out. One of the two. Okay? Esau is talking about the tares in Israel. No. Because the tares in Israel are not ruling the world. How can you be under the curses? Well, I guess you're not under the curses if you're a tare. But I don't see no so-called Negroes, whether you're a tare or not, running the world, or that the earth has been given into the hands of. All right? Caesar Borgia is not a tare. He's an Edomite. Okay? Clearly. All right? The wicked, right, covereth the faces of the judges thereof. The wicked ain't looking like us. He used his face as a covering. If it was a tear, right, that is the wicked, that is Esau, that is the devil and Satan, the dragon and the serpent. If that was talking about a tear, then that picture of Caesar Borgia would look like us. So you got your math wrong somewhere in there. All right? Either that or you got bagged up. You got bagged up or you got bugged out. Okay? This is clearly talking about Christmas. It's talking about Halloween, even though it's talking about a tree. Could have said the same thing about a pumpkin. Cut ye not a pumpkin, right? And don't go door to door with a bag. So, this day is patently wicked, all right? This day is about human sacrifice. Sacrifice to Satan, basically, all right? Nimrod's penis, the Yule log, which is a baby that you throw in the fire. How do you sacrifice to Molech? You pass your children through the fire. Let's get that. Leviticus 18, and this is a law. All right? Leviticus 18:21, and thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech. Neither shalt thou profane the name of thy power. I am Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. All right, so the Yule log represents putting your child in the chimney, into the fire. And that's what this is talking about. So when you, right, burn the Yule log and sing fa la 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 la, right? Get the family together and you're drinking eggnog and brandy, opening presents under a tree, and you burning that log in the fire, that's a simulation of a sacrifice to Molech. This is the Berean Standard Bible, Leviticus 18:21. You must not give any of your children to be sacrificed to Molech, for you must not profane the name of your God. I am the Lord. All right? Sacrifice to Molech. It's a sacrifice. Pass through the fire means what? You're burning your child. A human sacrifice. The hell do you think they're doing at the Bohemian Grove? They got a fire. They got an owl that represents Molech. And they're out there sacrificing to the devil. And that's what this day is about. Okay, and niggas can't wait. Oh, it's for the kids. I just heard the brother say, no, it ain't for the kids. No, it's so that you can maintain your wickedness. So we come out on this wicked-ass day to rebuke you in the name of Yahweh Shemi Al-Shah for worshiping and sacrificing unto Molech. Salakia, bear with me for a minute. All right, Slovakia. So, hey, it's going to be some crazy shit jumping off in 2023. All right, and if you're still, right, deceived by this devil and haven't figured out yet, all right, like yesterday, this guy comes over. I'm selling some merchandise, right, some tools. I'm selling some tools. And a guy comes over yesterday. First, this lady came to pick up one of the tools. And then this guy comes over to pick up these tools, which were not in the time of, buying these particular tools, right? We're in the time of getting rid of everything because you ain't going to have nothing in a minute. Those things aren't going to mean a damn thing, right? So basically, he's looking for life to move forward, and I'll be able to use these tools in the future, and I'm going to, go out and create some art with these brushes, right? And it's totally in the wrong spirit, right? As in the days of Noah were. And then, while he's buying these brushes, right, Salaki, he tells me, yeah, me and my girl are going to get married in August. I'm like, oh my gosh. All right? We're getting married in August. Well, he's just, he's breaking all the rules. This is somebody that I've shown the truth to, and a little Issacharite. So he should know better, especially to talk to me like that. Slovakia. Here we go. This is Matthew 24:36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noe were, that's Noah, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and given in marriage, until the day that Noe entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. All right? So, this dude tells me, as he's buying these brushes so he could go out and paint the town fantastic in the future, right? Oh, we're getting married in August, right? Well, between now and August, what could go wrong? Let me say this: between now and what they call New Year's, you know what they call between now and New Year's? You know what they call that? The year of Yahweh Shem Yahushai turning up. We're still there. We're still in the year of Yahweh Shem Yahushai turning up. And the brother from New York did a video on the nigga that froze in Buffalo. Was found frozen on his face in the cold because he went out to get something. Apparently, he wasn't even homeless. He just went out, right, and got caught out there, and the nigga froze up. That's what we're in the time of. Okay? We're in the time of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai turning up. We're still in that year. Okay, what do we got? 5 days left, and Vlad can do anything. Vlad could spark this motherfucker off right now, today, while everybody is opening gifts and sacrificing. You understand? He could open up. Okay? They still got blackouts, right? You think that that's not a sacrifice to Molech? You better come out of her, my people, that ye receive not of her plagues. Right? Because time is running out, man. It's pretty clear. And if you think this year was bad, you think the year of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai turning up was bad. I'm I'm curious. The countdown for the naming of the new year is upon us, and I can't wait. Right? Let me see. My guess would be the year of all hell breaking. We can call this the year of all hell breaking loose. Right? It is. It's going to be the year of all hell breaking loose. The year of the hour of temptation. What is it going to be? Right? Now's the time, man, to leave this bullshit. And nobody was at Christmas Tree Lane. Christmas Tree Lane usually has a fucking line. And you got to wait for hours to even get on the lane, right? There was no line. None. It's a big old sign, right? You can't act like you didn't see that shit. Revelation 18:4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues." Okay? You niggas are talking about getting married. You just got a divorce. You getting married? See, niggas are blind. They believe in this shit. You can't see this thing falling like a damn rock, like lightning from heaven. Here it is. What are they going to do? What are they going to do next year, right? They're going to lock this bitch back down. You can't see that. You can't see them preparing to lock it down. They're bringing back the mask. They're bringing back the mask. You think you're going to have a lily white wedding? Why would you even get married again? Right? You don't even know if that's your enemy that you're about to bow down. What you're going to do is you're going to get on one knee with a ring, and you're going to worship the devil, your enemy. Right? Not because I say so. Micah 7 and 10. Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, Where is the Lord thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her, now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. So if you're not coming out of her, you ain't getting married. She gonna be in the gutter here in a minute. And you're gonna be there with her. You didn't take hold of this word. You don't even know who your enemy is, right? And you're sleeping with her. You're sleeping with the enemy. The only way that this woman is not your enemy is if she's in this truth with her head covered, listening to her man. Getting married isn't, you're already married. Okay? You don't even understand, but you're in the world. You're in the world that says you have to put a ring on this woman's finger and go downtown and establish a contract that the county presides over your marriage. You don't even know that. And then 2 years, it ain't gonna be 2 years, but 2 years after that, then she could take all your money. 2 years. And you just got a divorce. You're still playing these games in Babylon. And Babylon is fallen like a rock. You got to know who your enemies are. Okay? I didn't say don't be with a woman. First, you got to know the ordinance. There's an order to this thing. You got to know who is your head and that you're her head. She don't know that. She like, oh, you got to marry me. What? This is Sirach 12. You know where I'm going. Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy. Oh, wait a minute. Go back to Micah. Here's how this works. Micah 7 and 10. Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her. You're finna marry your enemy, and you're not heeding wise counsel. Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy. Right? And she should be okay with this line of reasoning. If your woman, right, is in order, she shouldn't have any problem with these scriptures. She knows that women are the devil. She knows that. She knows that women, right, even in the truth, are struggling to be in order. Struggling to be in order. We're all struggling to be in order, let alone how much more the woman. In a world that gives them carte blanche to be a hoe, to run shit, that deal that they made with the devil in the garden, well, they're reaping the benefits right now. How hard is it to turn your back on that and get your ass in order and to be a woolman, which means servant? Okay, and I'm not saying that it's impossible. I got a good woman, right? But she's still my enemy, and I got to keep my eye on her, and I can't trust her. We're in Babylon. She's striving for righteousness, and, you know, she does pretty good. But what's that wise counsel? Let me read it again. Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his or her wickedness. Okay? It's the nature of a woman, right? Until our bodies are changed, then she won't be your enemy anymore. Right now, never trust thine enemy. You got to keep one eye open at all times, right? Why? Because you're the head. You're her head. You're the head of her. Okay? She's a child to you. See, and a woman don't want to hear the truth, right? Where does it say in the Bible that she's a child? Well, let's get it. Listen close. Isaiah 3 and 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. See how that comes together? It doesn't mean that you're not spiritual. You're not spiritual. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee, who's that? Cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy paths. Your woman ain't ruling over you. It's just said it right here. It's saying the same thing. It's calling children. Let me read a different one. Youths oppress my people, women rule over them. Who did God create first? Right? And men and women, he created them both, but did the Most High make Adam first or Eve first? This applies to Israel, okay? Women are like children. The Bible is telling you that, okay? Having your woman rule over you is like having a child ruling over you. It is what it is. Over a man. See, men gotta man the fuck up. Right? Not bow down to your woman and put a ring on her finger. Now, see, if you came into this truth, which you were supposed to, you wouldn't be marrying her. You're already with her, but she wants you to bow down so that she can run shit, and she's merely a child. And you're being a child by allowing her to rule over you. By playing Esau. See, Esau likes it like this. All right? You're supposed to be coming out of her, my people, not marrying and giving in marriage. Right? That's playing the games of Babylon. You're supposed to be coming out of her, my people. You're buying painting tools and stretching canvas, right? You're out of there, man. You thought you got a great deal on them brushes, right? You crept out like the Grinch. He was all happy because he thought he ran a game. I basically gave him the brushes, right? Why? Got to get something for them before they just sit there. Ain't nobody going to want them damn brushes when all hell breaks loose. You got to flip that shit now. Get rid of it. Get some paper and turn the paper into metal. That might, be a defense later. Now's the time to be preparing for this the end game, right? And that's all it was. I had a bunch of brushes, right? But those brushes hold value, right? You trade a brush for a coin, and a coin, right, is a hedge. Right? Now is the time, right now. Still got 5 days. 5 days in the turn up. Right? If this is the year of the turn up, next year is the year of the beat. You know what I'm saying? Like beet juice. Like beet to powder, right? The year of the beat down. This is the year of the turn up. Next year is the year of the beat down. Right? Let's get that. I think it's in the Apocrypha. Salakia. We're still in the year of the turn-up, right? Next year may be the year of the beat. The beat down. 2 Ezra 16 and 11. The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence. Right? You ever heard of beet juice? Go get some beet powder and put it in gel caps, and that shit's good for the blood. All right? The year of the beatdown could very well be. Let me read that again. 2 Ezra 16:11. The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? Next year could very well be the year of the beat. This is the year of the turnip. And I'm doing a little, double entendre. I'm trying to be funny, and it ain't funny. Nothing funny about what the Most High is about to do. He's about to utterly beat people to powder. Second Ezra 13 and 11. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. Like powder. When I saw this, I was afraid. Hey, you should be very afraid right now. Because when that laser hits your ass, you'll be utterly beaten to powder. This is describing that laser. Second Ezra 13 and 9. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, as it had been, a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. This is going to utterly beat you to beet powder. This is the time that we're in, not in the time of Halloween, Christmas, and getting married. Mirth. Let's see. So you got niggas falling on their face, freezing to death. The brothers can't even go out. See, hey, the Most High is with the brotherhood. We're not going to go out because you could freeze out there. I watched this movie the other day. The brother up here in New York, Amawan Gabar, says, he goes, it was in the movie 2012 where the guy, they were leaving the library, and the guy was laying on the ground and he was frozen, right? Well, I seen the movie the other day. Most High put the spirit on me to watch a movie called The Core, and when The Core went off, another movie came on, and the name of the movie was The Day After Tomorrow. That's the movie it was talking about. It wasn't 2012. It was The Day After Tomorrow. And they were in the library, and they were keeping warm. First, they were in the library, and then the policeman, I believe they were in New York, or in Manhattan, and there was a policeman in there, and he tells them, okay, they seen people walking, so he said, okay, now it's safe. The water's frozen over because the water came in and covered Manhattan. So the water's frozen. We can walk over it now, and we can walk to, where it's warm or wherever, to the Coliseum, to the warming center, or whatever. And Jake Gyllenhaal, whoever the nigga was, he's like, don't go outside. Don't go outside because just being outside, you'll freeze. This is a movie. I saw it the other day. 2-3 days ago. And so the policeman You know, he says, we're going. Everybody coming with me, go. And like everybody left, there's like maybe 50 people left with the policeman, right? Policeman got on his little hat and he's barking out orders, right? And then so later on in the movie, when they're being rescued from the library, finally they leave and they walk a little bit, and then there's the nigga, the policeman, frozen on the ground. And that's what the brother was bringing it out. He thought it was 2012, and I said, no, that was the day after tomorrow, right? Nigga froze. And they would have froze. When the eye of the storm came, it was so cold that at that moment, they went over, part of the movie was, they had the mastodon, which is an ancient elephant that they say was in the prehistoric, before the Ice Age. And so they said that the mastodon was eaten, he was eating vegetation, and then that moment came, he was instantly frozen while he was eating in that position, and they had him in a museum, right? They said he froze instantly. So that's what the movie was kind of about. That it was about freezing instantly, right? And so, you know, you see that and you're like, okay, this is a movie. A nigga fell on his face the other day in Buffalo, frozen to death instantly because of the cold. You think this devil don't know what the fuck he's doing? I believe personally that he didn't control the jet stream, right? To do what? To freeze niggas instantly on their face that think, you know, that don't have the discernment not to go outside. And, you know, it's never, where I live, it ain't never got that cold. It gets cold, but it ain't never been below no zero or below. And I understand it gets cold in Buffalo, snows all the time. You should know better. And maybe you think you know something, you know. Oh, this Buffalo, I done been in the cold before. Well, Most High wasn't with you on that one. Now you're going to be famous for being a popsicle. Popsicles. How do you freeze instantly? Well, the Most High. There's an answer. The Most High got you. Either the Most High got you or the Most High got you. Okay? Either way, he got you. And it's, hey, who shall not be utterly beaten to powder? This nigga done froze up. Now he's freeze-dried. He could be just turned into powder. Right? Ever watch Bugs Bunny and shit? The point is, mass death. Right? This is the beginning of mass death. Second Ezra 16 and 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings. The beginning of famine and great death. Great death is the same as saying mass death. We're in the time of mass death. How will the Most High achieve that? Well, ask Kill Bates. He said, well, if we do real good on vaccines, we could get that number down to zero. Some bullshit like that. Remember that? Kill Bates is the Most High sword. Let's get that. I didn't get it yesterday. Which is thy sword, right? Gotta get the words right. What is it? Is it Psalm 17 and 16? I need to learn that. Which is... Psalm 17 and 13. Psalm 17 and 13. I got to commit that to memory. Psalm 17 and 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. Kill Bates, Mr. Shoot 'em Up, the shooting gallery, is the sword of the Most High. Okay? The Freedom Tower, when they took down the Twin Towers and they put up the Freedom Tower, whatever they call that, that is the sword. That's a representation of the sword of the Most High, which is a needle. You know, what they put the Maxine Nightingale. Hey, there's the sword. We're going to take a lot of niggas down with this sword. Right? That's what you see. They put a monument to it right there. Hey, we're in the time of shoot 'em up, shoot 'em up. Shoot 'em up, shoot 'em up, shoot 'em up, shoot 'em up, up. Ooh, 18 with a bullet. Got my finger on the trigger. I'm gonna pull it. Right? Shoot 'em up, shoot 'em up, shoot 'em up. They finna shoot niggas up. They want you to get that shot. They want you to get that C-hip. That's what next year is going to be about. Okay? And those of you who ain't going to take that thing will be hunted, right? You think this motherfucker ain't ready to hunt? They rehearse hunting on these private residences. The most dangerous, Salakia, the most dangerous game, right? They'll be able to point a long gun at you, and in the sight, it'll be able to say, this nigga ain't got no C-hip. Pull the trigger. Pull! There's one. Pull! Shoot him up. If you didn't get shot, you finna get shot. Okay? It's gonna be open season on niggas. This devil been waiting for open season. And what is that? What is this hunting season, right? Hey, the Most High is gonna send for many hunters, right? Well, that means us, right? Fishers and then hunters. Hey, Esau is a cunning hunter, right? Esau gonna be hunting niggas. Why? Because the Most High sent the cunning hunter to hunt your ass down and lay you even with the ground. Right? So you got to pray that that ain't you. You got to get right and repent. Right? I got to repent. I got to make the right choice. When I pass by the brother, the Bible is replete with forgive your brother, go to him. You know, it's got clear instructions. Forgive, forgive, forgive. If you're not doing those things, and I implore all my brothers, well, you're not my brother. Every idle word. You know, it's never too late to do the right thing. I fucked up, and I gotta, if I get that chance again, see, if I get that chance again, it is not gonna kill me to go and apologize, repent, and try to restore, you know. And if it doesn't happen, then it is what it is. But if you fear the Most High, like I fear the Most High, oh shoot, what do I have to do? Here it comes. This is Proverbs 1 and 7. What do I have to do? Proverbs 1 and 7. Fear, Salakia, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. What are the instructions? Forgive your brother. Go to him. Work that thing out. Don't be a fool in this damn thing. Salakia, not this damn thing. Don't be a fool in this blessed thing. Every idle word out of your mouth. You're not my brother. You can't say that. You gotta watch out. That might come back on you. You don't want that. You gotta repent. Read this again. I'm gonna read the most important part. The fear of the Lord. I gotta do what with my brother? I should have did what yesterday? I'm tripping. I should know better. I'm not following instructions. Oh, I'm being a damn fool. Being emotional. I'm supposed to be a grown-ass man. So, Salakia again, and I got to do better. You know? Time is short. Niggas is popsicles right now. I'm not trying to be no popsicle. That should put the fear in you, the fear of the Lord. You don't want to be no popsicle because you couldn't man up, be a man, the bigger man, or whatever. Nigga, you talking about a hoary head and how old you are and you ain't figured that out? Hey, shame on me. Shame on me. Okay? I'm like, well, why did the Most High do that? Why did he create this situation? It was for me. It's not for somebody to come and apologize to me. I fucked up. Well, they got to apologize to me. No, they don't. I got to apologize to them. And you know, I have to work out my own salvation with fear and trembling. Read that every camp, and I'm not doing it. I'm being a hypocrite. And I it's not time for that. It's time for humbleness, meekness, contriteness, right? I should know better. I fucked up. I'll get it right next time, though. When I leave, if I see that brother, I'm going to humble myself and meekly try to, apologize or try to work something out. If I did something wrong, I have to fix that. Hey, I can't assume that everybody else was wrong except for me. I can't do that. That's not fearing the Most High. Something happened, right? But I had a part in it, right? Know that now, right? And Thawada Yahweh Bashem Yahushai for allowing me to continue, like the brother said, allowing me to continue to do this work, Thawada. And I'm still struggling to get it right, apparently. I always say this, that you spend the rest of your life becoming a man. You never really get there. There's always work to be done. So I'll be the first one to say that, old as you are, as old as I am, you have to continue to strive to become a man. Nobody's perfect. Certainly not me. So, hey, this is my life. Right? This is my salvation. I have to exhaust all possibilities to get on that ship. So I'm tripping. So, Salakia. I know now. And Thawada Yahweh Bashem Yahushua for showing me the error of my ways. All right. We'll see what happens. Anyway, let me look at this. This is a wretched day. Probably go on and close the camp. The fear of the Most High, right, is his delight. Proverbs 1:7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. All right? How many times does the Bible mention how you're supposed to conduct yourself with your brother? Talking to me. So I'm falling short, and got that epiphany on the way over here. So if the chance arises again, then I know better. I won't be fucking it up then, right? And if it doesn't happen, and you see this video, this camp, hey, Salakia, I apologize for my role and whatever. I'm just happy to still be out here trying to get it right, trying to figure it out. And if I can exhort or be an example in any way, then the water, how about Shemil Shah? So. This is Ecclesiastes. Fear, fear, fear. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High, and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. Hey, we're in some beautiful times right now. And in order to navigate these deep waters, man, you got to CYA. Cover your ass. Now is not the time to be proud. Speaking for myself, first and foremost. Philippians 2:12. Gotta read it. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. For it is the Most High which worketh in you both to will and to do of his good pleasure. Do all things without murmurings and disputings. This goes straight to me. That ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of the Most High, without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shine as lights in the world. And that says it all, right? I read that every week, and I'm not applying it. I'm tripping. So we'll see what the Most High puts in front of me moving forward, and I see clearly what I should have did now. So Salakia again, and with that, I'm going to say, Call halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai by Hashem HaKadosh. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, the elder bishops of GMS, and all the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word, the truth, and in sincerity. The hopeful elect tabernacle of David. Shalom.